Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Doc and Queenie Facebook Live. Queenie's already got a little song in between her ears. I'm not sure if that can be scary or not. Just as long as you don't drop the song there, Queenie. You know what that means, don't you?
Say, if you be nice to me, I won't sing it to you.
Okay.
Because it's in my head and it's going to be rolling on my YouTube short today. And I'm like, oh boy.
It's Jingle Bell Rock, isn't it?
Nope.
It's 'Twas the Night Before Christmas.
You better not guess, because then I will sing it to you.
Okay.
Okay.
One funny thing, I don't know if you have this happen in my household. My children love the 80s music.
Oh, wow.
Christmas, and they love Burl Ives, which I'm like,
oh my gosh.
Yes.
Blast from the past, man.
Yeah, not that we were around then, but we've seen it.
Yeah. Somebody said something about this movie came out in 1987, and I said, oh my gosh, no wonder I don't know. I wasn't born yet. You could tell the room was going, trying to seriously do the math. I went, yeah, right, cute.
That's funny. So happy Monday before Christmas. Can you believe Christmas is next Monday?
I know. I'm so excited. It's amazing how fast the time has gone. But we did tell everybody the time was flying, and it has flown. Yeah. So this is our last Doc and Queenie Facebook Live of 2023, because obviously next week we'll be with family. And the week after that will be Happy New Year Leap Year Day. So that will be like amazing. And we will have a Doc and Queenie class on the fourth Wednesday of every single month at high noon Central Time. So that will be happening, but no more Doc and Queenie Facebook Live in 2023 after today, Doc.
And out of curiosity, Queenie, what is our class going to be about on the fourth Wednesday?
No,
on the fourth Wednesday of the month at
high noon Central Time.
Central Time.
I know. Actually, I'm going to be literally starting from the beginning of YouTube channels, because you did such a great job on the shorts. And then, of course, our questions then turn out to be, what if I don't have a channel yet? Well, I appreciate that kind of, but if you like YouTube and you comment on YouTube, you really already have a channel. So that's basically what we're going to talk about, because if you already have an account, you already have a channel. There's a great big old plus sign at the top of your navigation bar. And we're going to talk about what to do with that plus sign and how to get your YouTube channel to work for you.
That sounds like fun.
Yep. Hey, Deb. Welcome, Debbie Dub.
Debbie Dub is in the house. So our Chiefs finally won.
Oh my gosh. I am so serious. I was taking a breath, then I was taking a deep breath, then I wasn't breathing, and then I could finally breathe again.
Any armchair opinions on
I'm so serious. I was trying to help Andy. I didn't know how to help Patrick because he had that thing turned off in his ear. And I was doing the best I could to get all the information to him. But anyway, they finally got it.
Do you think it was because Taylor was in the house?
Oh my gosh, I absolutely cannot imagine. That really is. I guess it would be so difficult to have such huge spotlights on you all the time. And now obviously they probably like it, otherwise they wouldn't be celebrity, but it's really incredible. So anyway, it was cool to see her a couple times. They only flashed a couple times. If it was in Kansas City, obviously it would have been every 10 seconds. So we could kind of tell that they were in Massachusetts. But in any case, it was a fun game to watch, but they still caused me to have breathing attacks.
Oh, totally. And some little really cool things. It was Andy Reid's 400th game. Did you see that?
Yeah, I know. Super, super fun. Bill Belichick is a big deal also. And they posted several of the all-time best coaches. And it's very cool to see Andy on that list.
Yes, it is.
And that's what we were talking about. This is the last DQ of the year. Oh my God.
Deb is crying. So, Deb, you're if you want to take over Doc and Queenie on Christmas Day, you're welcome to. We'll give you the.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure she'll be able to do that. 5 kids, 5 daughters in love.
And I don't know is it 13 great grands and
17 plus 1 grandchildren. So I'm sure she will have plenty of time on Christmas Day to do a Doc and Queenie Facebook Live. So yeah. Oh my God.
Yes.
I do have an announcement, Doc. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
This is a real announcement.
Okay.
Our superstar friend in our community, Karen Higgins, wanted me to she is out partying right now, as a matter of fact, having lunch with some fabulous friends. And she asked me to make the announcement as a reminder to everybody. If you have chosen your word of the year already, she's happy to create a postcard, as she gave us one, of course. And here's mine, and I love it. And my postcard is, my word of the year is yet. And I say that all the time, but I mean it all the time from a standpoint. I can't do that yet. I've never done that before yet. And so I can't make a YouTube channel yet. And so that really is my word. And Karen, of course, is super sweet to make the postcard. So if you have chosen your word for 2024 already, then be sure and send that information to Karen. She's on our Doc and Queenie page, of course. She's
I would post it on our Doc and Queenie page. That would be fun to see what everybody's word is.
It would be a great way for all of us to see what everybody's word is. And but anyway, Karen, of course, is one of our Fab 5, and so you can reach out to her. All she needs is your name and address and what your word is, and she takes it from there. So Karen wanted me to announce that today, since she's out partying with her friends. So if you have not chosen your word yet, then there of course is still time, because Karen is super sweet to send those cards to us all the time.
So Queenie, I have a question on that.
Okay.
So what if you changed your word?
You're gonna have to deal with Karen directly.
I know. Do I have to just go, please, may I have another card?
Absolutely.
Yes, because my word was transitioned, and I transitioned to a new word. I changed it and created, or my word for the year is transform. So
you are going to have to talk to Karen about.
I'm on my own, aren't I?
Yes, I am not getting involved.
You don't want to help me yet on that one?
I'm not getting involved yet. Yeah. I'm sure that will not be a problem, Doc. Absolutely. And plus, think about that also. If you have chosen a word, you have to mull it over, cultivate. Delinda was actually mentioning that on her show last week, that she thinks she has her word ready to go. And oh my gosh, of course, that has to be Lisa, and for blooming. And so the good news is, honestly, if you have not chosen your word yet, there's still time, of course. But Delinda was percolating on her word so that she will make sure that it resonates with her. And as we get closer to the new year, again, we have 24 extra hours in this year, which I think is the coolest thing ever. And of course, I'm doing my level best to fill up all 24 hours on February 29th.
That's what I heard. But we're not there yet.
I know, we're not there yet. You are correct. And I love that part. But honestly, if you have a word of the year for 2024, put it in the Doc and Queenie page, and Karen will connect with you. You connect with Karen, reach out to her, and all she needs is your name and address. Oh, Lynn, I love that. Intentional.
That's good. That's a great word. They're all great words.
Absolutely. That is the coolest thing. And seriously, our Doc and Queenie community is so fantastic. So if you put your word in the community page on our group page, that'd be terrific. Then we can see everybody's.
That's pretty cool. All right. So guess what time it is, Queenie?
I want to know National Day of.
Yes. And I wasn't prepared. I have to dig for my calendar. Hang on just a second.
Well,
I'm not there yet.
You have seriously. You have the calendar, which I think is cool. Once again, Karen Higgins, her ears must be burning.
There we go. Okay. What's today? We're past my birthday week, so I'm just kind of confused.
I know, seriously. And how are you going to do that? And you know what? I just looked on Facebook. Of course, the word for the year is blooming, and that is Lisa.
That's cool. Very cool.
Love that.
So today's National Day is Bake Cookies Day.
I'm out.
I did that yesterday, and it was an interesting baked cookies day for the Christine family.
Uh-oh, what'd you do?
Well, I had found some butter on sale, and it's called Plugra, and it's a butter that pastry chefs use a lot of times. It's higher in butter fat, like really high in butter fat, like 85%, I do believe, either 82 or 85% butter
Okay.
fat. So I was thinking, this will be great for the cookies because it's a Christmas cutout butter cookie kind of thing. So I just used it with the recipe like I normally would. And as the cookies came out of the oven and I went to move them to the rack to cool, they fell apart, like crumbled. So then we're like, okay, let's add some more flour. We added more flour, but we still had great difficulty. So we only were able to do one batch because it took us a long time to get the cookies mixed and all of that fun stuff.
You know what? I think that right there is my hesitation. I that's why I don't choose to use the K room. There's too many variables, and I can't afford variables. I have this much time to do whatever it is, and I need things to happen for real. And if I had that as a challenge, and then you add more flour, and then you fix this, and then you do that, there's too many steps. And I think that really is my deal with the K room. And it is, if something's going to work, and especially in my case, the things I do that are tried and true, I can do that all day long. I can roast sweet potatoes in the oven with fat. I mean, incredible. The house smells amazing amounts of garlic and olive oil. And that is my go-to. And I literally take about 3 or 4 sweet potatoes, obviously peel them, and then I slice them up and put them in the oven with foil over the top and roast those for about an hour. Then I take the foil off and roast it till they're brown, and it is phenomenal. Those are there's no variables there. That works every time. And if I had something that didn't work, or I'm going to try it, that is not a good fit for me. And I think that's my problem with the K room.
Because you don't want to try and see if it happens yet.
Right, because I've got the other stuff fabulous yet that I already know is going to work. It probably is a time thing. If I had a time to just be in there, maybe that would work. You do this cookie thing with your family every year, don't you?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a tradition, and we spend 4 to 5 hours.
Oh my gosh! See, that makes my head just explode. Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, Debbie likes baked cookies day, so you'll have to have her 17 plus 1 grandchildren over next year.
Sure. I used to do it for the neighborhood. We used to do pizza and baking cookies. Yeah.
Yep. Wow.
So anyways, happy Baking Cookies Day, Queenie, National Baking Cookies Day.
Thank you so much. I will watch from afar.
And then tomorrow is Hard Candy Day. Do you have any hard candies that you would actually eat? Because I know you're not a sweets person. Not even like a lemon drop? Because those really aren't sweet. They start sweet.
They do start sweet. I don't do that. In 100 years ago, they had those maybe they still do, those Russell Stover tins that had holiday candies and ribbons and all kinds of stuff in them. And my grandmother always had little candy dishes all around her house, literally. And so the candy dishes, of course, would be gone once my family arrived. But I think those would be a go-to maybe, but I haven't had those on. And I wonder if they really do still make those, but that would be a go-to, but hard candy would never be my thing. Peppermint, maybe. Cinnamon disc once every 10 years. Do you do hard candy?
No, growing up, that had to been the tradition, the grandparents and the great aunts. Yeah. And it was Brock's candy for us.
There you go. Okay.
Butterscotch, those little, I don't know what they're called. They're almost like Tootsie Rolls, but they're flavored on the inside. I don't know what they called those. Mary Jane's was real popular, and that's an old fashioned, like it's been around since the 20s. It's got peanut butter in the middle of it.
Wow.
It's amazing what you remember.
I know, seriously, that Mary Jane's for me was shoes.
Yeah, that's true. It was candy for me. Yeah, the Dennis family eating candy. So anyways.
I love that. Oh my gosh.
So Wednesday is Go Caroling Day.
You know what? I can clear a room. I bet I could clear a neighborhood.
I
really
think this is where that's
now
nice.
I
I
know
don't.
this will surprise you, but if you can see this is my go-to karaoke microphone.
That's
And
gold.
I know it's fabulous and I love it. And it's plugged in, ready to go at all times in case there's an emergency karaoke requirement. And so if I was going through the neighborhood, because all you need is your phone, the Bluetooth thing, blah, blah, and I would be able to carol with my karaoke microphone all throughout the neighborhood. So if you choose to have your subdivision on my list of caroling, I would be more than happy to stop by.
We could decorate your car.
Oh yeah, we definitely could. OMG. That's my plan.
Kind of scary.
Yeah.
Maybe we should pick a neighborhood where nobody knows us.
Here come Doc and Queenie. Who? Okay, good. Yeah, that would be easy.
Saw this red car with flashing Christmas lights in this.
We could do that, and then we could
standing in the sunroof
stage. Yeah, we could karaoke out the sky roof thing. Okay, that'd be awesome. Oh my gosh! But it is all ready to go. If anybody ever needs karaoke,
be careful of what you are advertising there, Queenie.
As I said, I can clear a room. I could probably clear a subdivision.
So Thursday is crossword puzzle day. Are you a crossword puzzle?
Oh gosh, I haven't done one of those in 100 years either. My goodness, is there still such a thing? I don't know if people do newspaper.
There are. Yeah, I don't know. My mother was an English teacher, so she loved crossword puzzles. And I know you have a bent towards the English language also.
I would be more inclined to diagram a sentence than do a crossword puzzle, probably. But I haven't seen one of those forever, so that's cool. I would probably do one.
Yeah,
because I love that, but I really haven't done one of those in a long time.
Me neither. And then Friday is National Forefathers Day.
Beautiful.
Saturday is Roots Day. Now, I don't know, and I didn't look it up, but I don't know if that means roots as in carrots, of course, because I think gardening, or if that means, your family passed. So happy
your heritage, where you came from, things like that, probably.
Yep. Do you know where your roots came from? Not your carrots.
Yeah, because I was instantly going to that because I also roast carrots the same way I do sweet potatoes. I've got something with carotenoids that I just love, apparently. My roots, I think, Irish on my mom's side and English on my dad's side. And I think 2 or 3 generations before them is when everybody came over. So I think it's English and Irish for me. What about, never mind. I already know your answer.
Yeah, Heinz 57, but the top 3 are Italian, German, and Irish.
Uh-huh.
My maiden name was Kerrigan. I think that's Irish, don't you think?
I think it's a little Irish, yeah. You must have had a very lively household.
Oh, yes. Very, we won't even go there. So
yeah, this is the season to be eclectic.
Yes. And then Sunday, since, it's Christmas Eve, is Eggnog Day. Are you an eggnog drinker?
Oh, I can get all over eggnog. Absolutely. I love it. I definitely put in my coffee for eggnog latte. And I believe one of my favorite coffee frequents pre-COVID, I haven't been back there since after COVID, except a couple times. But eggnog latte was my go-to. That was my birthday treat. And now they don't make it anymore, at least not the ones by me, because I ask every time I go buy gift cards or whatever I'm doing, and can we get something started for you? And I said, what about eggnog latte? And you can hear them go, what? And so, yeah, you do eggnog. I can't imagine you would drink that.
No. Well, yes and no. I mean, I'll take one. It's usually spiked, and that's about it. That's enough.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just it's the cream. Dairy is not my friend. So
you do gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free, and so eggnog would be the opposite of all that, probably.
It would kill me, yes. But I do a little. Just I buy a quart. Is it a quart? No. I'm sorry. I buy a pint. One little pint, and we'll share it between the 5 of us.
Yeah, just enough for a little drink. That is fun. Yeah, I know, Deb. I love eggnog. And that's why I say I do put it in my coffee, but they don't do it publicly at some of the places I go. So it's a fun day to have. And plus, 'tis the season,
Correct.
And my mother knew that I loved eggnog, so she made eggnog ice cream for me before it was available. And so every year she would take eggnog and make like an ice cream pie kind of thing. And because she knew I didn't want stuff. And so she would literally freeze and make that the birthday cake. And so,
Oh, that's good.
yeah,
That sounds good.
yeah, it really was. And eggnog ice cream is yummy. But like I say, back then, I think she probably made it with actual real eggnog and then drizzled eggnog over the top of the frozen stuff. So it was great. But you can only take a little bit because it's a little bit yikes rich.
A little rich. Yeah.
A little bit yikes.
So there's our national days of.
Holy moly, that is incredible. And as I said, this is our last Doc and Queenie Facebook Live for 2023. And on December 27th, the fourth Wednesday of the month, we will be having a Doc and Queenie class. So
you mean January, right?
No, December, the fourth Wednesday in December, we'll be having a Doc and Queenie class.
Oh, I was thinking January. You were talking about January's me.
Yeah, January is you, Doc. Yeah, January is you. We're going to alternate, of course, but the fourth Wednesday of every month, we will be right here on this very same page for Doc and Queenie classes, and we're going to do that in December. But this will be the last Doc and Queenie Facebook Live, but we will have one more class.
Gotcha.
I'm telling you, the time is flying, honestly.
Oh, it's incredible how fast it's flown.
2 weeks from today is New Year's Day, and that's always super fun. And networking for Debbie and for me has lessened. Some of the groups that we're involved in aren't meeting again until January 3rd, and consistently. There's lots of networking out there, by the way, because I've already looked it up on Alignable and several other platforms. So there's lots of places to go for networking still. And I'm sure ACA has lots and lots of events happening in the last few weeks of the year. Karen Higgins, again, would be the person to know that. She's called the godmother of ACA. So that's a super person to connect with if you like to do networking in person. So there's all kinds of things to keep us busy these days.
Which is cool.
Yeah. If you get bored, Doc, we'll go networking. How's that?
I'll get back to you on that.
Oh my gosh.
I've got more than enough to keep me busy, Queenie.
Oh, I bet that's true.
I have to schedule that.
Yeah, I'll pencil that in. I think that's
Does
how
that sound familiar, Queenie? Yeah.
I'll pencil that in. I'll get back to you.
Sounds good. So is it wheel time?
It is wheel time. OMG, wheel time. I can't wait. Doc, you know what? Look at this. We're almost out of words.
I know, it's crazy.
We're going to have to get a new load for 2024.
Totally.
6 times because my number's 5 and your number's 7. So we go right in the middle. Oh my gosh, this is a good one. I was talking to this about this to someone recently. Confident. What does confidence make you think of instantly, Doc?
To me, it's a posture kind of thing. You can tell who's confident by their posture. That was the first thought that popped into my head.
Nice.
You can kind of tell the person in the room that's confident.
Mm-hmm. How do I get confidence has been a topic that comes up to me from people. And so I always feel, just like you said, in my opinion, it's kind of like happiness. Susie can make you happy. And it's like happiness has to come. It's an inside job. And the same thing I feel with confidence. You're either confident or you're not. And I would think it's a skill. It might be an effort for a lot of us, especially those of us who are introverts come across as, what would you say, like too shy to be confident. But especially if you're doing teaching and things like that, you're not necessarily helping the people you're teaching if your confidence is waning. And so it's a complex word for sure.
Yeah. And I agree with it's definitely an inner job.
Uh-huh.
And it's what's between your ears. You can say it so many different ways. And for me, actually, the baseline on all of that is you are who you are. You were created the way you were meant to be created. And people's opinions, hopefully don't define, and the people that don't have confidence, you see that they believe what others are trying to place upon, that they allow to be placed upon them, I guess. So an easy way to say it without getting too deep into that.
One of the things that helps for me and those of us on the call who are believers, it is easier for me to aim for confidence if you remember whose you are. And that's, if we're made in the image and likeness of Christ, then how could you not be confident? Doesn't mean you're not going to have one of those days like, Lord, I can't go
We're
in
still
there.
human. Yeah.
Right.
Still
Lord,
human.
I can't do that. I can't this, I can't something, I can't whatever, which is why certain people who shall remain me have my cross at all times next to me, because as soon as I say I can't do that, I don't know how, I can't da 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 da, I can do all things, not just some or the ones that are easy. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Philippians 4:13, for any of you who haven't heard that yet, maybe yet. But the bigger issue is, if you remember whose you are in Christ, you really don't have that consistent floundering. And a lot of times that's the extra push. Lord, I would really like to something, but I don't have the confidence yet. And a lot of times I feel that maybe practice allows confidence, because the first time you do something, you're probably not great at it, unless of course you're Doc, and then that's easier. But if you're,
I've got you snowed.
Wow. If you're Queenie and you try a few thousand times and then you go, ta-da, I can do that. So that's really the deal for me, is the more you practice, the better hopefully you get at whatever it is. And then your confidence is bigger, because now you're able to help someone else who's starting out back where you were when you didn't have that confidence level yet.
Like you say, when you train, just push a button.
Absolutely.
And also in agreement as a fellow believer, we are kids of the King.
Yep.
He's got us covered on everything. Like you say, I can do all things through Christ. He's got us covered for everything. Even when the situation gets messy or chaotic, he's there. And that's the difference between us and the world. And confidence it's a biggie. I think in the world with what we see today in networking and business in general.
Absolutely. And you made a perfect point. When there's chaos and all kinds of stuff, for me, when I am doing something because I know I need to do that, and all of a sudden it is chaos or mess or not happening, I literally stop, go away, take a walk, do something. I literally go outside. Today's so gorgeous, a little cold, but it's so gorgeous out. I would literally go outside and that just breathe in some sunshine, get some fresh air, and then come back to it. Because I know when I'm driving the bus, it ain't going to happen. And if I allow God to take the wheel, then we'll get it done. But the chaos part for me is not a good fit. And if I am pushing through something because I'm going to get it done, then and it's not going well, I know that it's my problem, and I need to take a break from it and listen perhaps to what he wants me to do.
Yep. And Debbie Miller says, #remember who's. Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. She's quite the hashtag girl. Have you noticed that, Doc?
I've noticed that about her. She's kind of #crazy. I wonder where she learned that.
I don't know.
Not like we aren't.
Yeah.
Laugh.
Hashtag Doc and Queenie are on fire. Yeah, I know. I love that. Confidence is a great word.
Yes, it is. Totally.
Now, let's see what Doc and Queenie topics are. And once again, the fact that we are down to the last week of the year as far as our Facebook Live. Let's see what pops up this time. Power Thesaurus, we of course got from Lisa. Look at that, Power Thesaurus it is. And Lisa turned us on to that. And what I'd like to go to for this one, the Power Thesaurus piece for sure. But guess what I am using also when I'm trying to get a fabulous word or a fabulous phrase? Do you know?
Besides Power Thesaurus?
Over
that. It's Monday. It's Monday.
Yeah, I know it's your favorite day, Doc. You've come a long way in 3 years.
I know this, but for some reason I'm drawing a blank.
Okay, so honestly, I go to ChatGPT for a lot of stuff. And the reason for that is I have been able to do trivia questions, icebreaker questions. Tell me the names and capitals of all the countries in Africa. And so that has been quick. Now you can obviously go to Google, and some people do, but Google has tons of ads that you've got to sift through. Power Thesaurus is awesome because I get the words like right away, plus a choice. And when Lisa first taught us about that, that was excellent. But now I go to ChatGPT for a lot of stuff too. And of course, being me, I take the list over here from ChatGPT and the list over here from Power Thesaurus and see which ones integrate. And I'm like, boom. So now I'm ready to go.
Yeah. I know. I kind of do the same thing. I do a lot of writing. I do a lot of even on my YouTube stuff. When I'm writing scripts, I will want to change words or phrases or whatever, and I kind of cross pollinate.
Yep, absolutely. Sure. I love that so much. But we love Power Thesaurus, Lisa. So thank you for turning us on to that.
Yes, totally. So guess what, Queenie? We're close to our. It just flies. It always flies. Amazing. Do you have any? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay. Amazing year. I can't believe we're at the end of it. 52 weeks. It's 51 in this case, but it's just phenomenal to be with you guys every single week, Monday at high noon Central Time. And I mean that because we appreciate your support, the interaction on the community page for sure. When somebody has a question, how do I this, where do I that, what's my something? And we have a person in our community that can actually navigate those waters for you. It's been so cool, Doc.
It has. And thank you to everybody, for being subscribers to this channel. And also they've been great with our YouTube channels.
Oh, yeah. Thank goodness.
And, following us around, and we follow them around. We stalk them also. Do you have any asks or anything to share before we sign out here with KathyWeaveKC.com?
Yeah, thank you. All I want everyone to remember, first of all, have a fantastic Christmas. And certainly we're all looking forward to a great new year. But do remember, Doc and Queenie class is the fourth Wednesday of every month. And they really are at high noon Central Time. And so everyone's invited. It'll be right here on the Doc and Queenie page. That way, if you have questions during the class, we can take a look at the questions while it's going on. But you also have reference to the class on the page. So that's why we did it that way. Plus, of course, it'll be on our YouTube channels. But this way, you'll be able to keep track of all the stuff that Doc taught us for shorts. Some of the things I'll be able to share as far as YouTube channel. And we're not going to tell you yet what Doc's January class will be. But I guarantee you are going to be excited because I begged for it and I got it. So I'm excited. I begged for it, Doc.
So December 27th, which is next week. The week after. Yeah,
2 days after Christmas.
Yes, so that'll be fun. The YouTube channel. Yep. Awesome. And then, so of course, thank you everybody for joining us. And
hang on a second. I want everybody to go to kitchengardenexpert.com because your website looks amazing.
It's a new one.
Again. I am so serious. Kitchengardenexpert.com, my friends. If you have not seen it yet, I guarantee just push buttons because that's a cool thing to do. You actually get Doc's Health Journey free. It's an ebook. Just push buttons. You get to see the gorgeous pictures that you've done. Your eclectic graphic design talent, Doc, is 1,000,000% amazing. And the videos that you do, and you pop in and all of these things. It's a great website.
Thank you, Queenie. And let us not forget, because you wrote another book.
Yeah.
You're up to 4.
Yes, 4. God has the humor, I think.
Yes, he does. This one's just as fantastic as it's a different topic, but it's necessary. They're all really good books. This one is myfinalfootprints.com. And you care to elaborate on that? And I'm holding your feet to the fire because I'm not saying.
Yes, you are. I'm a little nervous talking in front of people.
I can tell. You got to gain your confidence. I know you don't have it yet.
Thank you. My confidence. myfinalfootprints.com, honestly, is my gift to you. Part 1 is me telling you what to gather. Part 2 is you telling that special person where everything is. Thank you, Debbie. Part 2 is me telling you telling that special person where everything is and how to proceed on your behalf. So it just came flooding in, and I thought, what is this about? And it goes, you're writing another book. And I went, only if the domain name that it's in my head is available, It was. And then for my 5th book, which Debbie must have heard this on one of my other calls, apparently he wants me to write another book. And I said, no, I sell water machines. Lord, I'm not an author. And so I kept hearing this go, 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 go. So I checked and the domain name was available. So I now purchased it. So apparently my autobiography is forthcoming. We'll see how he flows it, because all of my books literally have been, I wake up one day and it's like, I couldn't stop it if I wanted to. And that's how he writes my books for me.
That is fantastic. I'm excited to see that, because I'd like to learn more about you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure that is definitely on everybody's list. Learn more about Queenie.
I just met you the other day.
Well, I know,
okay,
seriously.
get away with that.
Well, I was going to say, and you know what? Speaking of, July of 2024 is our 5th anniversary of having met at networking, No Excuses Networking. And so 5 years, Doc, and Doc and Queenie was born, of course, a year later. And it's just like unbelievable.
It's been a trip.
I know, seriously.
I like to travel, so it's been fun.
Yeah. Seriously. And now we've got Doc and Queenie classes. We've had Doc and Queenie Bible trivia. We've had Doc and Queenie posting parties. We've had Doc and Queenie all kinds of stuff. So thank you everyone again for joining us on this journey. And please check out Doc's website. It really looks amazing.
And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'm working on building subscribers. Yeah, I'm up to almost, I'm at 95,000 views right now.
Woo! My goodness.
So it's kind of it's been downtime because nobody gardens in December, myself included.
Well, and I was going to say nobody but you.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing a little indoor, but yeah. But no, it's been fun to be with, like you have been saying, Doc and Queenie community. It's been fabulous meeting people and interacting and doing all of this fun stuff. And next year, who knows what else we're going to do?
Woo!
I know. So if you want to reach out to Queenie, KathyWeaverKC.com, or myself, Doc, at KitchenGardenExpert.com. We're all over social media, Kathy Weaver KC and Kitchen Garden Expert. Thank you for joining us, everyone, and whether live or on the replay, and have a blessed and fantastic holiday. Merry Christmas, and we will catch you here Wednesday, December 27th at
high noon Central Time.
Yes, Central Time for Queenie's class on YouTube. YouTube channels, to be exact.
Yep.
I'm excited to see. I'll learn something from her, and I'm sure she'll pull out a little extra something there that we can all learn. Yes. Until next time, take care, and we will see you later. Thank you, Queenie.
Thank you, Doc. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.
Bye now.